Hey guys, a lot of you have been requesting that I film a grocery haul, so I just got back from the grocery store, so I thought I'd take you through everything that I bought, and then I'm also going to show you what my keto staples are, basically the things that I already have in my house. So I'll start with the meat. The first thing I got is some Italian sausage. These are 200 calories and 1 carb per sausage. And I also picked up some frozen chicken wings. If you know me, if you follow me, you know those are sort of like my ride or die food. I eat those all the time, only when they're on sale or else they're too expensive. And then finally, I got this huge package of chicken quarters. I absolutely love these. They're really easy to make, super good for meal prep. All I'll do is brush them with some soy sauce and spices and bake them in the oven, and they turn out amazing, even when I reheat them during the week. I also got some egg whites, and if you're panicking and wondering why I got egg whites instead of regular eggs, I have regular eggs in my fridge. I just like egg whites to bulk up my eggs a little bit. Eggs do have 1 carb each, so I like to do 2 eggs and 1 egg white, just so I can add a lot of bulk to my eggs without adding more carbs. I also picked up 2 of those water flavors. If you've watched my other videos, then you know that I use those to make my keto electrolyte drinks. I also picked up some dried spices. I got chives and parsley because I'm running low on those. I don't really like to use fresh herbs just because I'm only one person, and I find that every time I buy them, I just end up throwing a bunch of it out because it doesn't last long enough for me to use it. So moving on to the vegetables, I got 2 big heads of iceberg lettuce, a huge package of celery, I got some white mushrooms, and then I also like to keep frozen vegetables in my freezer just for those days where I don't feel like chopping up fresh veggies or I don't have anything left. I do like to make my life easier by doing a meal prep day, which I'm going to do today, where I'll just wash and cut up all of this, so then during the week I can just grab it and eat it. And finally, for a little treat, I got some 90% dark chocolate. This is actually pretty low carb. So in 3 squares, it has 5 grams of net carbs. I probably wouldn't eat 3 squares of this at one time because it is quite rich. But what I like to do with this is just eat it with some natural peanut butter, and it's absolutely delicious, super indulgent, nice filling treat. I also just want to point out that I live alone. I only cook for myself, so this is only groceries for me. And if you're curious, the total cost for all of that was $46.90. I live in Canada, in Montreal. I live right downtown, and I don't have a vehicle, so I don't really have a lot of choice in terms of the stores that I shop at. I have to shop at ones that are within walking distance, and I only have 2 that are close by, and both of them are a little bit more expensive. But all I do is each week I just look at the flyers for those 2 stores, see where the cheap stuff is, and then I'll run by the 2 stores at some point during the week and pick up the things that I want. Keto definitely doesn't have to be expensive if you're willing to take the time to look through the flyers and go pick up the items that are on sale. Okay, so I've taken everything that I consider staples out of my cupboards and fridge. Apparently I have a lot more staples than I imagined. There's some other stuff in my cupboards, but I just really want to show you what I always have on hand. So to start off, I just have some stuff that I meal prepped to eat during this week. That's some riced cauliflower and just some ground beef. Then getting into my dairy, I always have so much cheese. So here I have Frilano cheese, which is from Costco. If you've never had it, super delicious. You should try it. I have cheddar, and then in the Tupperware underneath there's mozzarella. And then I always have this Kraft 100% Parmesan. I don't really believe that it's real cheese, but it's delicious, so I don't care. I put on everything. And then here I have butter and margarine. My butter's looking a little rough in there, but I don't feel like taking it out of the bag. And I'm basically the condiment queen, but I only took out my mayo and sugar-free barbecue sauce because those 2 are absolutely essential. I have some natural peanut butter, and I have cream, obviously, for coffee, heavy whipping cream, ride or die. Love that stuff. And then here I have some Costco bacon, I have some ham, and I have an egg because I didn't want to take the entire package of eggs out of the fridge. It's one of those giant ones from Costco, and I just feel like that could have been a little bit dangerous to move around. This is what I really like to drink since you can't drink milk on keto. I love this stuff. It's really good, and it's also really good for baking. This is the unsweetened coconut milk. Sugar-free Jell-O is always really good to have on hand. Truvia is my #1 baking sweetener. And if you've never had shirataki noodles, you're really missing out. I know that people say they're gross and they smell gross, but if you actually prepare them properly, they have no smell, they basically have no taste, and it just feels like you're eating real pasta. The secret is to rinse them really well, probably for about 30 seconds, and then put them into a dry pan. Don't put any oil in, just get a pan screaming hot, put them in, and just move them around in there until they're all dry, and I promise you that they don't have that weird, stinky fish smell or taste. So then for snacks, pork rinds, I feel like I almost eat too much of these, if that's even possible. I eat them basically every day. These ones are from Walmart, and they're the best I've ever tried. They're really, really crispy and good. Dry roasted edamame is another one of my favorite snacks. I also have this on hand always. This is the salted kind, but you can also get wasabi in different flavors. It's pretty low carb too, surprisingly. In a 30-gram serving, there is 2 net carbs, and it's really high in protein. I also really love almonds, especially spicy almonds. This one says that it's spicy and it's actually not, so I don't really like them, but I always have some sort of spicy almonds in my cupboard. So I'm definitely the condiment queen, and I just didn't feel like taking all of this stuff out of my fridge, but I always have tons of different salad dressings, lots of different mustards. I always have sugar-free ketchup and soy sauce, and then these are just some special products. This is a no sugar added teriyaki sauce that I really love. I buy this from Low Carb Grocery. And then I have the Walden Farms no sugar added pancake syrup, which is also really good. For cooking, I basically only use avocado oil because it has a really high smoke point and it's quite good for you. Okay guys, so I think that about sums everything up. If you have any questions about where I got anything, feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll let you know. So thanks a lot for watching. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment letting me know what you'd like to see next. Really good. I haven't had sausage in a while. I'm looking forward to that. I'm so mature.